Okay, so the handle's off, and now there's just a rake under the car still. Vegas heat has done a number to my stickers. We're on the grind. I am personally excited for fall. It is working. Is the button working? Oh, it is. Oh, it shorted. How many people probably get hit by this branch? Fall's the best time of the year, and Halloween is awesome, but also it's just hot, man. It's been a brutal summer. You know, I didn't think I'd be spending it in Vegas again, but here we are. Hello, beautiful person. How are you doing today? To be honest, I've been a little... Today's been pretty good so far. We've had a late start, but we're already at 30 bucks, and we're about to pick up $5 from Panera. We're kind of a month into the training arc now, and you know, I've been debating whether or not going back to Winnemucca and all that stuff, but the more I think about it, the more it just, I don't know what we're gonna do with the storage unit and all the stuff in there. There's really not much besides the motorcycles, but as much as I love my aunt and care about her, I don't think I belong up there, you know? Like, we talked not too long ago, and she's like, you know, if you need anything, I'm here for you, we're family. And that's true, she's my family, but her boyfriend's willing to lie to me, and it's just, you know, like, I don't really have family. My mom hates me and blames me for her abuse, just like my sisters. She's always chosen other people over me, and I don't know. These random strangers on the internet have treated me nicer than, like, my family, you know, obviously aside from my aunt, but... Well, I'm coming along. We're about to head out for our dash. We've been moving forward on our training arc. We've managed to save around $800, so we're getting pretty close to... Once we have 1,000, we'll start working on the foundation fund and, yeah, figuring out like what we're doing with that. We also have started getting back to working on Hyperfighter, and there's a link in the description, as well as Discord if you want to join the Discord and hang out with us. But I just finished the Poke Circuit stream not too long ago, and I'm chilling inside Didi, and for whatever reason, I've just been, like, you know, sometimes, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Oh, wait. Before we do anything else, let's add the new subscribers to the Yars. Welcome to the arcade. Somewhere in this video, I was kind of talking about different stuff that I've been dealing with and blah, blah, blah. But, like, what I want to be doing right now, like, I've been working on Hyperfighter a lot, and I've been trying to think about, like, can we do this FMV game? And obviously the video didn't get a lot of views and stuff, and it's not that, like, I expected it to. It's more that I feel like there's a million reasons not to keep moving forward with making games and stuff. But it's what I want to do, you know? It's what I've always wanted to do. Like, the whole reason I learned to program was so I could make games, and I just didn't... I don't know, there's more nobler pursuits out there, you know? Like, people are... I don't know, dude. I don't know. But anyways, I'm just in the car right now, and I'm gonna probably play some Rocket Knight Adventure. So eventually I'll get, like, a retro tank or something, and it'll be a better visual experience. But another thing that we're going to be doing in the future, besides playing more games, so we made it to the next area. There's bananas, which is why I'm in the car. So we're still moving forward on the DoorDash series and things like that. So hopefully you're having a good night and things are going well for you. And yeah, you don't beat yourself up too much. You're striving for your personal goals, and you're realizing that you're capable, and you're somebody that is going to accomplish the things that they set forth in their life. And when setbacks happen, you understand that you're just going to keep moving and growing from the experience. And I got your back, homie. I need to, at one point in my life, I had everything pretty much set up, you know, like I had a house and the person I thought I was going to marry and a really good job, and everything was like going so well for me. And then in just 1 year, it completely blew up. And, you know, then then having a job that I absolutely loved, and a new boss coming in, and like understanding that just like small variables can change your entire life. You know, that's the thing about like not wanting to work for a corporation and wanting to work for myself. Like, I'm so much more willing to live out of my car and work for myself than to be reliant on somebody else, you know. And that's kind of what it is like, I don't want other people to be able to ruin my enjoyment out of life. And that's part of why, like, building the YouTube channel and getting myself to the confidence level to where I can actually finish and produce my games is like where I really want to get to, because it will allow me to be self-sufficient and not rely on other people and like corporations and things like that. And I know it's what everybody wants, but like, we have to put in the work. And I'm here for you too. It's like the whole point is like, it's a support structure between each other, you know. Like, if you're working on a personal goal or striving for a thing, like, that's what I always say, because I want to see the people that care about me succeed, just like I want the people who care about me to see me succeed. So the walls here have this thing on it, so you gotta kind of like charge and then go towards the wall at an angle. Oh, I'm doing it one-handed, so yeah. Anyways, you bounce off stuff. So I was playing Rocket Knight Adventures in the car last night, and it was awesome. I had a lot of fun. We beat the first level. We didn't get much farther than that, though. I want to keep trying to play it. It's a cool game, but it got me thinking that, you know, with spooky season coming up and us making the shooter game, that maybe we should go to the most scariest places in America and take footage of them for the game. Maybe for the rail shooter, we use those as the locations. And also, I was thinking of like, I don't know, me doing all the animations might be pretty hard, but we're still gonna try. But I was seeing that maybe we could get like sprite animations for like demon characters or something. Hello, beautiful person. How are you today? I am. Hello, beautiful person. How are you today? I've been thinking about how sort of easy it can be to lose sight of the things that you're trying to accomplish, especially when, you know, things aren't, not necessarily like even that they're not working out or not, it's just that you're grinding. You're in a position of consistent grinding, so you get lost in the day-to-day, the mundanity of it all. And it's hard to remind yourself that you're pressing forward towards a larger goal, you know. And it doesn't really matter when you start. If you give up is what matters, you know. And if you, yeah, so it's just weird revisiting my code for Hyperfighter and like working on the game again. It's just like, I keep telling myself, man, why did I stop? You know, I stopped because of arbitrary reasons. I told myself all these stories and all these things in my head, and it's, you know, it's better to just keep moving forward and like make incremental progress, and than to, you know. And I guess maybe I just needed a break, you know. I needed to convince myself that it wasn't what I wanted just so I could take myself away from it, or it wasn't worth doing, you know. And again, I don't see these things making me money necessarily, but at some point in my life I'm gonna have to produce a game that does make me money, but I have to grind up to that level, you know. And these games are good tools for that. Like, I'm gonna try to develop something you know, like after we make the shooter, we're probably not gonna be able to make by October, just to be real. But we're gonna do our best to try and do it, and it's gonna be really fun. And it's not something that I like. Yeah, but after that process, we've put it on Steam and we've gone through that whole process. We'll have like an idea. It'll be less of this like big thing in my mind, you know, like, oh, I got to do all that. I got to figure out how all that works and everything. And then I can try to make something that is actually gonna try to make money, you know, like I can purchase art from artists and, you know, try to make a budget and do that, like how you would if you're developing something you're gonna sell, you know. And I don't know, it's just interesting. It's fun to kind of be back into this like world of game development, but at the same time, you know, I just don't know what else I would do. I don't know, because as I'm getting older, like I'm getting older and I need to figure out like what my long-term strategy is, you know. And it's not that, you know, we've made all these moves and we're making progress towards things, so we have to make sure that the sacrifices we're making aren't for nothing, you know, like moving into my car and all these things. Like, you know, I'm pulling back away from society in order to push myself somewhere else that is better for me, you know. Like it's hard to think about these things as like your form of self-love or self-care. It's like making actions that are sacrificial for now that will improve yourself in the future is a form of taking care of yourself. I'm driving around doing some door dashing, staying cool because it's been a nice warm summer, enjoying this beautiful day. And yeah, I am in a much better mood than before. What's up? It's Sunday now, and I know a lot has not been going on this week. I've been working on Hyperfighter a ton and planning out the DoorDash series, so next week we should have a new DoorDash episode out, as well as another video about the shooter and some other things like that. I'm not gonna release this video until we work on the Stop the Light game in the bumper. Today we're actually gonna go DoorDash for a bit and visit Juan, if he's still down. He's got some new parts for his VW, so we're gonna install those, headlights and some other small things. We're pretty excited about that, and we're gonna play this game called Resident Evil Revelation. So sometime today we gotta go pick that up. So Juan got some new headlights. Dude, these are gonna look pretty good.
Yeah, right, I hope so.
Yeah, look at the difference. Looks so, especially what I was thinking. I've been playing this game. It's really good.
What is it?
Honestly, the way, so we also got a new glove box. So these headlights should be pretty drop-in, just looking at them. We're missing quite a bit of like hardware, so we'll see what happens. But we're just gonna take these two screws off on this side, and then I believe we also have to remove these here and this one, and then that will let us remove this plastic piece, because it's kind of like the bumper has to come down a bit. Oh yeah, I think if I remember it, we have to take the bumper off because it's holding up the headlights. So it has 2 points on the top and 2 on the bottom, but we don't have the screws for the bottom one. So we're able to just kind of hang the bumper. Yeah, it's already working. Dude, they look so cool. Hey, yep, turn your high beams on. Yeah, all right. It's working. Signal's working. Good to go. Nice and leveled. We totally leveled these. See how bad this was? It's like literally peeling apart and cracking. It's all gross and nasty. And now it's beautiful. So we tried to get into this thing, and we had to like move this. Like we literally had to break this with a hammer. That's not true. It was already broken. But then yeah, now it's off. So I think we have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws. Okay, so now we have. This is just a pin, like that just pulls out.
Okay, so we're just kind of flying by the seat of our pants, right? We have no idea what we're doing. It back together. We fortunately broke the side. Yay, no more hole. Plastic pieces. Yeah, we're slowly upgrading Juan's car. I know it's dark now, but it's time for some. What do you think, Juan? How'd we do?
You did so good.
Yeah.
Lights.
Hell yeah.
Doesn't catch the light.
Yeah, it does catch the light. You excited, buddy?
I'm so excited.
Yeah. And then now we get to play some Resident Evil. I wish I recorded that. Papa! Ah! I'm getting attacked. Fully infested. I can't make shit like this up. This is like literally a rake is stuck under the car. Like stuck. I'm trying to break the handle off, and then I think we can cut the rest out later. I guess now. This was caught under the car. This hit us in the highway. Yeah. That thing. Okay, so I forgot this morning that last night we got hit by a rake, and now this is hanging, which seems like it's actually not scratched yet, but we need to reconnect it with this one. It's no big deal. It doesn't matter that it's over 100. Okay, so we got that back there. I think it's probably not the heat, but it's what I'm gonna blame it on. But it's been kind of miserable lately. I've been very down on myself, you know. I've been trying to work through a lot of negative self-talk, and you know, I'm pretty much on the other side of it now. I think like it's this decision of, yeah, we're gonna be an independent game developer. We're going to do this. You know, I'm not gonna work for a company. I'm going to keep pushing towards this goal. Like, it's something I've been trying to do for most of my life, and I've been acquiring the skills to do it. And now we're here, and what am I gonna do? Just get a job at IGT or something? You know, like, I've had some different job offers lately, and I've had people who care about me telling me that, you know, DoorDashing isn't gonna like be a long-term solution and all these things, and I understand all that. It's not that I want it to be, you know, like, of course I enjoy doing it, but it's a means to an end, you know. Like, yeah, like it's hard because I'm trying to decide what to do now, you know. Like, once the training arc is over, we'll be done with, we won't be living. Once the training arc is over, we'll move out of Mark's place. And what do I do from there? Do I travel around and, you know, go to places where it's nice and work on the game in the car? Or do we like rent a room here? And because we'll have to drastically change the car, I think, in order to get my computer to work in here, and the laptop's not strong enough to do what I'm trying to do. So it's a lot. We got to think about it. We got to plan for it. And
Yeah. Alright, so here's the Arduino. This thing is a Mega, and what it does is it's a microcontroller, so it has like a processor and stuff on it, and we wrote a game called Stop the Light. Okay, so we got this wire here, and we're gonna run it from where the light controller is, or where the light strip is, into the cabin underneath the car and up. Okay, I'm having a hard time getting this wire through, so I put it on a screwdriver. Right, after excessive amounts of fishing, I finally got this there, and we dropped the reel. Okay, so the wires have officially been ran, so now I just need to solder some stuff. Okay, the button's all wired in now, so we can put it back in place. We should like separate these as we do them, so we'll go figure out which line this is. Okay, here's the button line. So we're gonna solder. Okay, this is the Yakisobe. We have all of the wired up, so let's plug it into the Arduino. Okay, Arduino. Cable. Mess of wires. Ooh, it's on. It's on. So is it working? So the goal is to get this dot onto this dot. And you hold it for a second, and then it turns green, and then they start moving. So you see this guy's here. So once it... Yeah, see the... I need to resolder this. The button's not reacting every time. Let's see. Okay, the button's just not working. There it goes. It's not making a solid connection. And then that's what it looks like when you win. Well, I'm gonna fix this. Okay, let's finally install these. These are the smoked out lights. So I forgot you actually have to remove the fenders to do that. So we're gonna do that in another video. Yeah, most of my week has just been working and grinding on Hyperfighter. I know I've been a bit like single-minded focused on that, but I'm gonna start getting back to it. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me, and hopefully you had fun. I know this was probably crazy and chaotic, and yeah, in the future we'll be working on the button and the wiring harness and the side labels. These things, I swear we're eventually gonna get these done. I don't want to say in the next episode because, well, we saw what happened last time, but take care of yourself, keep grinding on your personal goals, and I'll see you next time.